So here we are on the grid, 17 cars. So we're gonna do a simulation of the 1923 French Grand Prix. Field consists of the Bugatti Type 32, FIAT 805, the Sunbeam, the Voisin C6, Roilland-Pillain A22, the Delage 2 LCV. That's what I'll also be driving. I really think it's the best looking car in this pack, so we're gonna get this going. 6 red lights. Out. We're off. Bit of a slow start for this car. Up into second. Really fast straight away, but you really wanna be careful. In this first corner, a lot of the cars are gonna be slow. It's quite easy to bump into someone, like this guy. Slow on the exit, get ahead of him. Really wanna be easy in this section because it's very easy to overshoot this and go straight into the bushes. This guy is really slow on the exit. Get ahead of him. Oh, he's gonna fight it though. He's not gonna let me have it. That's a Fiat. No mistaking it. That big old car. I'll try and leave him some space. That Fiat definitely has more horsepower than me, so I'm gonna need to try and get him in the corners, because on the straights it's not gonna happen on the straights definitely. Still side by side. The third. There we go. Get off this Delage also. Yeah, the Fiat is definitely more powerful, but not as agile as the Delage, which I'm driving. Nice. Left to right section. Oh, there's a Voisin in the bushes there, off the left side. It's not a good day for him. Get down at the second for this uphill section. These cars really do not like anything uphill. They really struggle. Oh, down section, overshot it. Oh, a bit of a bump on the fence. But we're okay, the car's okay. Into a cobblestone section here. Oh, almost spun there. Got it just in time. We've got a Bugatti in front of us. Oh, he cuts across the track. Or maybe that was me, I'm not sure. 3 wide here is not what you want. You definitely not be going 3 wide. Oh, in 1923. We've got more horsepower than him though. Uphill. Into third now. Now I'm gonna be quiet for a little while and let you hear and enjoy the sound of the engine. Such a nice sounding car. It looks nice, it sounds nice, and is really pleasant to drive, but you definitely need some time to learn it, because you can't really go from a GT car, jump into this and just be fast, because you really need to readjust yourself, and the way you drive is really a certain way you have to drive these cars, because they really are unlike anything else on pretty much any sim. Like really hard. The Bugatti gonna go down the inside. This cobblestone section really bumpy. The whole car is shaking. Clip the grass a little bit. Oh, he's gonna go over the bump really hard. Do not want to be doing that with these cars. Oh, he's a bit slow over there. I bumped him again. There's no way I can slow down in time with these cars. The brakes are not amazing, as you can imagine, on these skinny tires. There's a really nice fast section coming up. Oh, just barely get it controlled. Flat out through here. It's pretty much the fastest section on the track, I think. You got a good run on the Bugatti. Maybe we'll get him by the end of this straight. Try and tuck in behind the slipstream as much as I can. Obviously though, these cars don't have an awful lot of aerodynamics behind them. Maybe the Bugatti does, but definitely not the Delage. Brake right at the 100-meter sign. Get out of him. Nice. We should be somewhere around the mid-pack by now, I think. I'd say around P10, P9, somewhere there. Because there are 17 cars on this grid, which is, I'm pretty sure, the amount of cars that raced in the actual French Grand Prix in 1923. I recommend you go check it out, read about it, because it's really fascinating. If you're into cars, and especially if you're into vintage cars and racing, it's really an interesting read. Just seeing the old photographs of these cars is just so fascinating. I can just stare at those photos and just really try and take in the fact that I'm seeing what's pretty much 100 years old. The fact that photos even exist of it is really lucky for us to be able to see it. Into this carousel section, really slow into here. Bog down into third gear. Down into second now. Car slides a bit. We're gonna bar ourselves now. Cars behind us are far away, and so are the cars ahead. Gonna be a bit lonely for a while, unless we can catch someone, which is not very likely since I don't know this track that well. Definitely have not have it memorized or anything like that, because it's just so long. And you can, if the race is long enough, you can really just almost forget where you are on the track, because it's so long and just a lot of it looks pretty much the same, so you can get a bit confused on where you are. I've actually done a 3-lap race before, and the race gets so long that you essentially you can forget where you even are. Are you on the you know, first section, the middle or the end, like it just blends in, and you can get disoriented pretty easily. Oh, get on the grass now. It's not what you want. It's really hard to talk and drive at the same time, especially since I'm not used to it. I still do my best. Obviously I'm not pushing at 100% with a car like this on a track like this, but I'd say I'm giving it about a good 70%. Braking really hard for this section. I've hit that house on the right side there numerous times in practice. And there's just a guy on the side of the road just standing there, because that's definitely safe. Whoa! Just barely catch it there. Up into third gear. A lot of these corners also blind, so you really need to be careful. And for a lot of the corners you brake more than you think you need to brake, because the car does not have a ton of grip. It slides, it moves around, but that adds to the experience of driving it. And still I haven't really caught anyone. Bunch of houses on the right, spectators. Also, since I imagine this would probably just be some country road that's maybe been closed down for the race, maybe not. I'd imagine people could just, back in the time period of course, could just find out that the race is happening and just essentially walk into the track and just watch the race without probably anyone even knowing that they're there. Oh, we're sliding. Don't need the wall. Oh, we bumped the wall. Lost control. See if we can keep going. Come on, get it turned around. Oh, this has not gone well at all. Get into reverse. Please no one hit me. Okay. Up into first. It's not what I wanted, but it's what I got. Pushed a bit too hard. That's what I mean when you need to be careful, because stuff like this can happen. But it's part of racing. It happens. Into the second carousel now. At least that's what I think it's called. Not sure if these corners even have names, because it is a fictional track. It's based on real roads, but the track itself is not real. But it is really an amazing track to drive, especially with cars like this from this time period, and maybe even a bit newer cars, something like from the 50s or 60s. I still think it would fit quite well. Oh, this was really slow through here. Gonna have to slow down for him. We should be reaching around the 10-11 minute mark by now, which means we're probably in the final part of the track. We spun, which is definitely not part of my plan, but at least we're not alone anymore. Got down the... Can we get him on the line? Final stretch. Come on, Delage, give me your power. And we're ahead. There we go, race done. See where we finished. 11th place for us out of 17th. Well, starting from the back in 17th place, not too bad, especially with a spin. And wow, that was a lot of fun. With this combo of track and car can be a bit tiring. Especially if you're not used to driving cars like this, like I am not. Driven it a few times, but definitely not good with these cars, as you've probably seen. But that's gonna be it for this race. And we see Fiat won the race, Sunbeam in second, Delage in third. And honestly, the Fiat winning is probably the most realistic scenario, because it really is the most powerful car and the only supercharged car here. And I do believe it's the first ever supercharged Grand Prix car, which definitely would allow it to win most cases, I'd say. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this race and this video. Tell me what you think. What you think about these cars, this track, this time period of racing. It's really fascinating to me. And that's gonna be it. See ya.